Have you ever wanted to be another race just for one day to see what it would be like? Ruby Baptiste from Lovecraft Country often thought what it could be like to be a white woman, and she found out. And I need to talk about this because it's probably one of the best examples of body horror that I've ever seen in a TV show. My name is Amelia, I'm obsessed with everything horror. If you are as well, don't forget to follow. Let's talk about Ruby's journey in Lovecraft Country. A little bit of insight to how Ruby was feeling when all this happened, because Lovecraft Country is set in 1950, which was a racially segregated America. So of course she thought what it could be like to have a better life. Now Ruby's had a really shit day because she tried to get a job in a department store that catered towards white women and she couldn't get one. There was one black woman that worked there, so she was like, they're probably not going to hire me. So she goes to her local bar to do some songs. Nobody recognises her amazing voice. She goes to get a drink and the bartender says that this white guy has paid for her drinks all night already. She's like, oh, whatever. But ends up sparking up a conversation and he wants to know what it's like to be a black woman. So she says it's always really hard and it's a rat race to the top to be a black woman. So she talks to him for ages and they end up going back to his house to get intimate. After their night of passion getting it all the way on, Ruby wakes up, looks at her hands and notices that they're white, goes to the mirror to confirm, and now she's a white woman. She goes into town because she thinks she's going completely crazy and ends up getting brought back home to the police to the white guy. When Ruby's taken by the police back to the white guy's house, subtle changes start to happen, and this is where we see that awesome body horror element come into play. Ruby's eyes start to go from blue back to brown, and we see her writhing in agony on the floor as she's turning back into a black woman. Now, I would absolutely love to put in some clips of what happens to Ruby in terms of that body horror transformation, but it's far too graphic for TikTok. But this is basically what happens. And throughout Ruby's journey, we see even more amazing body horror like this. Ruby ends up going to the department store where they didn't hire her and takes her revenge. And this is an artist's impression, but that's basically exactly what happens in the show. This whole subject matter, Ruby's story, was done so beautifully in Lovecraft Country. More happens to her on the journey, but I just wanted to talk about the awesome body horror and the story of Ruby's journey because it's amazing. Have you seen this? Lovecraft Country was also cancelled and I'm pretty pissed off about it. So did you watch Lovecraft Country? If you did, let me know what you think in the comments and follow for everything horror.